And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing FortressCraft Evolved in our toxic factory. And here we are on our factory floor here, and we need the imbued machine blocks right here, imbued machine block assembler, which uses advanced machine blocks and the power boosters right there. So here are the advanced machine blocks, and there are the power boosters. Well, I think the imbued machine block assembler will be perfect right in between the two. Because it takes those and it takes those and it merges them in, and there you go. That's what it is. So we have, let's say that is going to be right here. It's going to be those. And then the machine block assembler will be, let's see how much power it needs first before we make any final. Okay, oh, 15 power per second. Okay, we're fine with that. And it requires 2 advanced machine blocks. Well, we're gonna have those come in from there, and then a power booster coming in from there. So this is gonna be remove, this is gonna be remove, and then we're gonna want a lot of these. If memory serves, sometimes it doesn't, but the imbued blocks are the base of pretty much everything in the frozen factory. We have alloyed and we have imbued. I think imbued is really the bread and butter of all of that, so we're gonna want a lot of these. So I'm gonna craft 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't do the 3,000 or the 5,000, obviously, because we don't have any of the T4 ores. But also, to keep in mind that we can't set the the filter on this until we get on the 2,000 slot, until we get a couple of them. So power-wise, obviously, I left this open over here so we can send power. Actually, let's just continue our setup. There we go. And that should fill up the 500 power and then fill up the battery, and then we're good to go. So moving the advanced machine blocks, we're gonna just get it direct from the source. That's why I have a 2,000 slot hopper here as well. I want to make sure we have lots of them to push in. And then these things here are a little trickier. We're going to want to make sure we got that covered. So all the way down. I know it's really bright. It's going to be either really bright or really dark, I have a feeling, in this series. Okay, so the first couple, as we get through there, make sure that's remove, that's remove, that's add. Why is it not seeing? Why is it not seeing that hopper? Why is it not seeing that hopper? Add only. Do I need a conveyor out? I guess I do. Okay, so let's get the 2,000 slot hopper going strong right here. And we're going to want to set that filter to the imbued machine block, which is kind of a glowy blue. There we go. Ooh, I think I know why. It makes 3 at a time. That's why. So we're going to want a lot of these in storage. So let this just run. It's run wild. So this uses copper, and then it uses nickel, iron, and lithium. That's basically what all these use, and not even a whole lot of nickel. Quite, you know, it uses more iron than anything. It's a pretty iron heavy setup, but overall, not a whole lot of material goes into one of these. But we need quite a few imbued blocks in order to make the hard rock grinder. So if we come down here, hard rock grinder. So yeah, 3 a piece, and then we, like I said the last episode, we need, what is that, 20 crafts? So we need 60 alloyed blocks and 60 imbued. So obviously we have that many. Where is my alloyed blocks? Are they down here? Yes, they are here. So I'm going to grab 100 of those. So hard rock grinder. I've got plenty of refined resin. 1, 2, 3. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus we have a little bit extra if we need it. And I need like 1 more. I've got a huge storage hopper. I need like 1 more 2,000 slot hopper. 1, 1, and 1. Now it'd be nice to have a little bit of the chromium. I have molybdenum on my hot bar, but I'm gonna need a little chromium. So I might super dig some chromium while I'm down in the T4 area, just so I can set the hopper filter. Oh, I need to, yeah, we need to run down this way. Because this is one of those things, you know, normally ore only stacks to 150. So when you load in, say, 2,000 ore, oh, it does it again. It's going to float my way down. I hate when I fall through the thing. Really, really hate that. Okay. So we need, the hard rock grinder actually uses quite a bit of power. So we're going to first try it out over here. And this is a perfect spot right in here to try it out. So let's get the hard rock grinder started and see how much power. It's quite a bit of power that it demands. So 1, 2, 3. You want to make sure all faces are facing it. But it needs the C5. The grinder cannot function without an active climate control center. So we need the C5 in order to get that to work. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little hard to get that working without that C5. But we have moly ore already, so I'm going to put 1 of those there and 1 here. And we're going to set the filter on that. So once this gets done, it's going to grind that out. And yeah, I'm not sure how to route the power efficiently. I could, oh yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to put a battery there, and we're just going to laser it over. Because it actually takes quite a lot of power. But for now, it's not going to do anything because we don't have a C5. And it hurts when you stand on it. At least when it's running, it hurts. So be wary, it will damage you. Okay, so chrome is the next one. Oh, of course. Let's just float our way up there. Whee! Okay, so right in here, I need a little chrome on me, so I'm gonna dig that one out. And that way I can throw it right on here. So, the hard rock grinder on this side, I mean, it's the same deal. We won't be able to run it without the C5. But I want to get these set up, so the second that C5 is in place, you know, these will start. So we don't lose any time at all. Set that to chrome, because these spit out 2,048 ore. Well, that's 2,200, so there's enough storage there. And the great thing about this setup is, with a 2,000 slot hopper, you can take the ore out of that hopper, and it's one stack of 2,000, rather than multiple stacks of 150 each. It's a little trick using the good hoppers. So if you have inventory troubles trying to move that ore, because you don't want to leave, if you leave the game with this that's not full, so if this is waiting to empty out and you leave the game and you come back in, you will lose that ore for reasons. No, I don't have any of that ore on me. Okay, so these are ready. Oh, I need to do power. So let's get back up there. Okay, so I should be able to just use the same power setup. And I might want to start moving more power over here. So let's go figure out how to move power, how to move more power down here. Because we've got the lasers already coming down. And I think it's just a matter of getting the lenses to send more power down here. And to do that, we're going to need some massive eyes. And I need to get rid of my garbage too. I had to clear a whole lot of sand from the tier 5 or the tier 4 stuff, so you can see a little sand around here. Yeah, that was fun. That was so fun. Okay, well, with that sand in my inventory, let's go dump that in my system over here. Alright, got rid of the sand, deep stone, toxic stone. I think that's good. Okay, now we need to buzz up to the surface and grab a bunch of lenses, or at least craft a bunch from massive eyes, because those give really good returns. So, massive eyes, we got plenty. So, I'm going to make 100 of them. I should already have them. Laser transmission, exceptional, 250%. So, there's 100 exceptional organic lenses ready to go. We're going to want to send a lot more power down to the smelting, or at least the hard rock grinders. Okay, so let's find the laser that we're sending power to. So this laser here, we want to set this. This one down here. We want to set this one. So you can see 320 to 1120. Beautiful amount. Okay, so that one is good. That one is good. Now the really tough ones, because these are all kind of hidden back in here. So we needed one here, we need one here, And there's probably one under here that we need to set. And now it's just a matter of setting them as we go down. So I think that one's set. Yep, that one's set. So the next one, set this one. That one's done. Now we can reach this one. Oh, I didn't mean to drop off the thing. And then this one. Okay, now that those are done, now we've got a ton of power coming right down here. Now we need to move it sideways and over and around. This is why I made so many of these. It's because I wasn't sure exactly how many we're going to use. Plus, it doesn't hurt to have a few extra for other places. So one in here. And then one here. And one here. Wow, that filled up already. One here. Make sure that one has one. And then I think there's one on top. Yep, right there. There we go. Now we have a ton of power. 1120 power coming down here. I don't know if that's enough to keep both of those hard rock grinders going 100% of the time, but it's enough to make the weight a little less once they do go online. And now it's just a matter of figuring out what we want to do in the cold caves to prepare for the inevitable cryo. Now, normally, I really go crazy with my prep work in the cold caves, and it takes... I remember in my last series, to really prep the cold caves during my last series, I spent about 16 hours just in the cold caves working on getting everything prepped. So yeah, it's a time-consuming process.
Energy reappropriation in progress.
I want to come up here. I want to grab a few Mark 5s if I can. If I've got some. Usually I can craft them fast enough. So whenever you go to the cold caves, always bring some power boosters with you. I'd really like to try that power booster stackable mod that allows these to stack on one another, but I haven't done it. You know, it is a little cheaty. It's a little cheaty. How many of these do we have? Oh, look at that. We have 6. We have enough for the arc smelter upgrades. So yeah, I'm gonna grab those, and we're gonna go over here. So I need... Oh, I've got alloyed blocks. I've got exactly 64 alloyed blocks, surprisingly enough. So we're gonna craft one here, and I need 128 more alloyed blocks. So there's 100, 20, 128. I don't want them to clutter up my inventory.
Crafting.
There we go. Now I need more power boosters. Okay. So now we've got the arc smelter. We just need to go slap those on top of the smelters and wait for the glory of the ore, the T4 ore. But first, let's head to the cold caves, figure out what we're gonna do. Now, normally, again, I was saying I try to create a large area, and then I encapsulate the whole thing in brick. And I even went above and beyond last time and and mined out the area for the trench to fight the cryo. Now in this playthrough, I really don't want to go through all that. I kind of want to fight it organically, kind of how it comes at me. Maybe to add a little bit of panic here and there. I do want to protect my... I need to protect my cargo lifts though. I don't want cargo lifts to become... I don't want it to be problematic. So usually I use the trick of the super build. So in here, if I want to protect this going up, right, we're going to build a level around, and we want to protect this as well. Okay, so to protect all of this, instead of trying to build up from the, the ceiling, depending on how you set, just go over here and build one up, and then control click the top, and it'll build 64 blocks straight up. So that's a way to, protect all of this and, maintain your sanity while not doing too much. It's a lot of blocks too. I mean, it's a significant number of blocks going on. Part of me wishes that there was a way to do it going down too, but the only choice is to go up with it. Okay, make sure all of that gets covered up. And this protects the cargo lifts from cryo, because the cryo will just go around it, because there's plenty. I mean, if you boxed it in and it butted up against the wall, it would eventually break through. If it can't find a way to get through, it will eventually bust through. But otherwise, works really, really well to box that in. So you just do that around all of your cargo lifts, and you shouldn't ever get cryoplasm leaking into those lifts. And there it is. So now I just need to do it a few more times. Yeah, just a few more times. All these cargo lifts need to be protected. Not sure what to do about this setup yet, but need to plan for every contingency. And make sure you don't leave a corner. Because if you do this, if you leave that corner open, cryo can slip through there. So, cover everything up. Make sure it's all well and good. Even to the point of making sure it's all the reinforced. So yeah, I've got a few more of these to do, and I'll get these done. And then we'll look at getting the C5, the Climate Control Center, going, which is my claim to fame. I'm the one that actually named that thing as he was putting it into the game. Initially called it the C4, but DJ added another C to it. It's a little dark over here. Oh, yeah, I see you. Yeah, there you go. See, I've built up quite a lot of... I have 300 organic rock already. Goes up pretty fast. Did I do the rest of these? I can't remember. Nope, I didn't. There we go. Alright, so I'll take care of the rest of these, and then we'll look at how best to plan, because we also need to make the space for the magma bore, and we need to make sure that when it does dig down, it's not going to absolutely obliterate, you know, an important ore vein that we're making. So I might have to clear out some more area here just to make room for it. So that'll do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.